Peace and light, that old guy Australia. How you doing? You can like, subscribe and share, if you will. Instagram, Telegram, Facebook, YouTube. You'll find me somewhere if you go looking hard enough. Now, I have a lot of people who say to me, "Oh, Howie, the coast reminds me of home," or I get a little homesick, or "Oh, well, I miss it down there," or "It's beautiful." So I'm just going to show you where I am this morning. Okay? So bear with me. I'm not great at this, you know that. So here we go. Here I am, what I call Steamer's Lane. As we grew up, we used to surf just out there. Surf there a ton. Out in the distance is Montague Island. You probably can't see that. Right up the corner, in the north corner up there, way up there, is Narooma. Heading down here, there's Goolaga. Used to be called Dromedary, named by Captain Cook, but it's Goolaga, which is the indigenous name, and I love the name. I actually love the name. It's a great name, Goolaga. You can name a kid Goolaga. Right down there to Horseshoe Bay, there's people in the water without wetsuits on. Good God. They're swimming. That's Horseshoe Bay. Beautiful Horseshoe Bay. An interesting fact, there's the moon up there, you see it? And there's the sun over there. And those who know about that, know about that. Yeah, moon and the sun at the same time. Highlighted. But anyway, it's come to my attention recently, I guess, that we're heading into a lockdown. We know mask mandates are going to come back because Tedros the terrorist wants it, as I've said. So that's not going to change. We know the who's behind everything. Well, they're the front for everything. Them and the UN. But a lot of people are feeling a bit discombobulated. I've been one of them. A bit confused, a bit alone, a bit depressed, a bit lonely, unsure. I listened to a wonderful podcast from a guy who was talking about how we can overcome, how we can defeat. And he pointed out what I would say was the bleeding obvious, which we all know about, you know. And that is, we have to be united. We just have to be. There's no other way around it. But I love the interviewer said to him, well, what's one thing you could say to the average person that could do something, who feel they're powerless? And he said, form a group. Get a group of like-minded people, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it might be. Make a little group. Have a dinner. Go for a barbecue, whatever it might be. See if you can invite some friends along. You know, make a group. Call your group a name. Then let everybody else know you've got this group. And you'll find that there are other groups. And become friends with those groups and organise a barbecue somewhere or a picnic in the park. Or whatever. Go and see a film together. Whatever you want to do. Form groups. And let other groups know. And reach out. Spread like fingers across the planet. Because as you know, if you look at my Facebook page, you'll be quite interested to know. I have friends in just about every country around the world. They've been carefully selected, not the people themselves, but those contacts. Because I wanted to know what was going on in other countries. And if you look on my Facebook page, you'll see that there's people in Latvia, Finland, Holland, US, Canada, Spain, Portugal, Romania, everywhere. There's people from everywhere on my page. And the exact same agenda is being carried out in each country, and I know that because the same posts appear on their pages. Healthcare shortages, doctors, nurses, aged care shortages, leaving rates in their defence forces, lower rates in their police, shops closing and businesses because they haven't got any staff, staff shortages everywhere, food shortages, which are the next thing, massive food shortages. You think they're not coming because you can still go to Woolworths and buy stuff off the shelf, but they're coming. And they're planned. One of the things that bothers me immensely is the ADF here in Australia has just sent out a mandate a week ago to all their staff for the 4th. Now, what you may not know is the sign-on rate for the ADF is 12%. The exit rate currently stands at 16 and is looking to climb to 18%. Now you need to ask me, hey, why are these people leaving? If everybody's for the jab, why are they leaving? Because you've been lied to. These people are not. They don't want it. I cannot tell you how many people I know that have had 1, 2 or 3 and are refusing anymore, do not want it. They're starting to wake up. Yeah, it's a little late for some of them because they're sick, they're so sick. So many of my friends who have been injected are so sick. They are just constantly sick. You know? And I kind of laugh about it a little, but it's not funny. They're getting this bug over and over and over. But there's no variant. Don't even think that what they're telling you about all these variants is true. It isn't true. Nobody has ever supplied pure, verifiable isolates of SARS-CoV-2. They've never done it. They've never ever done it. They relied on the information given them to them by the WHO through China. That was passed out. All scientifically documented, but they've never had it. Every single isolate that's been supplied has been perverted in some way. It's not pure. That's not the case. And if you believe otherwise, I can't help you. Just like the jabs are not passed tests. They don't finish their trials until 2023. And like I say, then they'll probably fail. And everyone will go, well, how'd they fail? We've been getting them. And the truth will come out. But a lot of people are feeling alone. So that's where I started this. I thought, you know what? Big O's going to dinner. Big O's going to dinner. Who wants to come? And people joined me. And then another group and some wonderful people who are involved with that have made a tremendous effort. And I'm going to say to these people, when our next dinner's on Thursday night, I'm going to say to them exactly this. First of all, none of this is a pissing contest. This is not a matter of I told you so and I know better, or I know more. If you know more and you've got information you think the world should know about, then go and tell them. But do it in a way that doesn't make you look like a dick. You know? And that's hard. It's not that easy. You know? It's very frustrating, some people. Very, very frustrating. And secondly, understand that your presence in their life might be just what they need. The feedback from that first dinner was sensational. And it wasn't from everybody. It was from the people that I hoped to get feedback from who said, wow, thanks for inviting me. It was wonderful. I met new friends. I made new friends. I've got new contacts. I know I'm not alone. They might have only been 3 or 4 people out of that 40 that were there. That's all that mattered to me. That's all that mattered to me. Was that those people no longer felt alone and isolated. They suddenly realised there was more of them around. And yet there's more and more and more. So every time you go to one of these dinners, understand you can touch somebody's life. I'd urge you to do what I'm doing. Organise a group, even if it's just 4 of you, and invite a couple of friends. And see if you can't get more people to come along. And if some people live on the other side of a town or whatever, get them to form a little group. Or just down the road in another town, get them to form a group. And then meet up one day and have a picnic. You know, reach out. Reach out. Be kind. It's a tough time. It's a really tough time. And we're about to face some really tough, harsh penalties. We told you this was going to come after the elections, and we were poo-pooed because we said it. They've allowed this thing to run rampant, and they're telling you it's run rampant. Using a test that has an 84% failure rate, where the New South Wales Department of Health said you can test yourself 10 times and still be negative, but you're positive. They want you to believe this narrative, that it's all over the place and you're all in danger of dying, and you're not. Not from the bug, just from the ingredients that they're putting into you. The adverse part of it, where you react to it, that's the variant. That's the variant. They've got to cover their asses. They're not telling you the truth. They don't want you to know the truth, because the truth won't set you free, it will scare the hell out of you. Yeah. Anyway, it's Monday. It's been cold. I'm heading out to Ellie's. I'm going to have a nice chai out there if Ellie's up for it. Do some more work out there. You know. Peace and light. That's me. That old guy Australia. Up we get. That's the old bit just there. I hope you're well. I hope you love one another. Give someone a call today. I intend to. Someone just popped straight into my head then. That's why I just said that. Give someone a call. Tell them you missed them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you're thinking about them. Right? And just remember, we will win this. And if you're struggling, remember this one. Your attitude determines your altitude. Never give up. Nobody is more of a harsh critic on me than myself. Nobody. Nobody is aware of how incredibly angry I get with myself, incredibly frustrated, disappointed. But you know, it's like giving up smoking. You go out and have a ciggy and you go, man, well, you know what? Start again. Reset. Start again. Reset. Start again. I learnt this from a psychologist back in 2004. I had a big breakdown myself. And they taught me the secret to this. Never give up. Never give up. Always think positively of yourself and your future and your situations. Look around. Never, never forget the opportunity to accept the good things in your life, to look at the good things in your life, to thank God for the good things in your life, be grateful for what you have and who you are. Because the bad shit, that's always going to be there and always going to happen. That's life. That's life. But you overcome it, not by ignoring that, but by focusing on the good. Yes, I may be an arsehole, but I remember when I gave a taxi driver $5 to take a guy to a hospital down Wollongong. And I remember watching that taxi driver down the street pull up and kick that guy out. That's a true story. But I did what I had to do for that person. The taxi driver, on the other hand, has a lot to answer for and will. Well, probably may have by now. Attitude determines altitude. That's it. There's a good golf one I wanted to tell you too. And it kind of applies to it. Some people overthink things. They overthink. And it's called paralysis by analysis. It's a golfing term. Well, I use it in a golfing term. Paralysis by analysis. You overthink things to the point where you can no longer make a decision. You've got to make a small step. A small step. Teeter-totter if you have to. I don't care. Get your feet moving forward. Hard as it is. Damn well, do it. And then, thank God you just walk 3 feet. Because you're 3 feet closer to where you should be. Peace and light, that old guy Australia. Love you all. Thanks for your support and encouragement. I know it's not professional. I haven't got the big blurry mic. I haven't got a cameraman. I'm just me. Why am I doing this? Blame Sarah J. Holman. We put out a video wondering where the guys were. Well, I'm 64. I thought I'd have a crack. That's all I'm doing. I'm nobody special. Don't ever think that. But I love the messages I get. I love the support. I'm so grateful that some things that I've said in certain times and certain places have affected and touched people's lives. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. I'm not in this for me. Take it easy. We'll catch you soon.